This is Emily Ancinec, the voice of Julia Stonewash and many people, or many other characters. And I am bringing to you, while we're waiting, while you're waiting, not me, I'm writing it, for the new season of Jollyville, because we're doing our structure a little bit differently this year. We wanted to have some of the writers share what they really enjoyed writing and some of the backstory behind it. So I wanted to share with you what I was thinking, and what I really enjoyed writing. So I thought, well, maybe I can share the Carl Sagan piece, which is the first piece I wrote.
This week's guest is out of this world. Ground control to Major Tom. It's Carl Sagan. Mr. Sagan, thanks for being here.
Pleasure to be here.
Instead, I landed on the floral arranging class with Hildegard Velter.
Welcome to Jacques Kennedy's floral arrangement class. I am Hildegard Veltner, and I work for Jacques Kennedy.
Both of them I wrote in one setting, and I found that the best pieces that I've personally enjoyed writing and then just were the best quality were the ones I was able to just sit down and write in one setting with very minimal edits on the back end. So the floral arranging class came about because I had been toying with the idea for a really long time that I wanted to do something that made absolutely no logical sense for radio. Something with a visual element in reality. So like a fitness class or a cooking class or something, but we had cooking class. So we didn't need that. But like something where it was like the instructor was like telling you things and it made absolutely no sense that it was done over radio. And it's just like, yeah, you follow along. You're good, right? Okay. And I don't even remember how I got to this point, but I settled on a floral arranging class for originally Jacques Kennedy.
Go pedal to the metal on your love life and give me a call at Jacques Kennedy Floral Arrangements.
Because some backstory on how I got there was I wrote the speed dating segment for Love Set Match. I don't even remember what it's called. Oh no. Whatever. Back for the couple episodes prior. And I had literally written the whole thing. I'd started with a joke about Ich bin ein Berliner, and then it's like, oh my God, you know Jack Kennedy or whatever. I don't even remember the joke that I wrote.
You should know that I have a huge sweet tooth.
Oh, well, then you should come by sometime for Kolashi. Ich bin ein Berliner.
I know Jack Kennedy, and you, good woman, are no Jack Kennedy.
Ha! You know Jacques Kennedy, the florist, too? He did my sister's wedding. Stunning use of peonies, don't you say?
But it's because Michelle Darcy, who does the voice of like Grumpy Sue and all these other great vocal characters, has an exceptional German, throaty, guttural German accent. And I was like, we really need to showcase that. And so we talked about Jacques Kennedy, the florist. So I was like, we'd established this character. It was a couple episodes later. I wanted to like bring them back. And I was writing it. And so Jacques Kennedy is it was a German joke originally, but Jacques Kennedy is French, as a French character. But in my head, as I'm writing this, for whatever reason in my head, the person who's like narrating it is German. I don't know why, but that's just what happened. So I just kept going. And because I think it was the like blasé, like if it falls, who cares, whatever. And I'd written it and I wrote it down in one setting and I was like, this is great. And then immediately I went and made a voice memo on my phone because I knew full well that we weren't going to do the German accent, but I wanted to like capture that character's voice, just as like a, hey, I thought about it kind of thing. And I sent it to, I texted Michael and I said, hey, I did this. And I said, I actually wrote this like with a German accent in my head. Like, do you mind if I just share with you my like audio clip? And I did. And he was like, oh my God, this is great. So we actually on the spot kind of changed the character. So it's somebody who works for Jacques Kennedy, but is German. And so I was like, it's fine. We can punch it to somebody else. He was like, no, that's great. Cause we needed to clean it up. Cause when I recorded it, I literally went back and forth between a German accent and my own voice, several times. Cause it was more of like, I just wanted to get it all down. So I created the Hildegard Velter, which I want to keep saying Veltner, which is not true. Because I've always liked the name Hildegard. And Velter is a close, like it mimics the last name of my maternal grandparents, and so which are German, and so wanted to kind of honor them in that way. And I'd honored my paternal grandparents in the county fair episode. They had a couple of the food trucks. So yeah, fun fact about all of that and how I've like tied people in. So now that you know the backstory, which is not that great of a story, but just kind of some fun little random piece of trivia you will never use at a trivia night. I hope that you enjoy this replaying of my favorite sketch of the floral arranging class voiced by me. So thanks. Enjoy.
Welcome to Jacques Kennedy's floral arrangement class. I am Hildegard Veltner and I work for Jacques Kennedy. I've been asked to provide all you wonderful listeners a quick tutorial on flower arranging. I'm in the studio and you are at home. You have the flowers? Yes? Good. You also need a vase. Be sure it's exactly what you want. If it's not what you want, you will ruin your arrangement and you will have wasted my time. Alright, let's begin. First, you take the vase and add water. This is very important. If you do not, the flowers will die. Well, they were already dead, but they will die faster. If you, dear listener, did not already know flowers are dead, well, I'm sorry, because that is life. The water needs to be at room temperature. Anything above that is disgraceful. After you fill your vase with room temperature water, you will need to take the largest, brightest flower you have. See, I have mine here. Wait, you cannot see this. Well, just know I have it. It's very large and very bright. You take the largest, brightest flower and you put it in the center of the vase. Because of gravity, it will not stay there, because that is life. Now you take another flower. It is probably not as large or as bright and probably not that pretty. Put it in the vase. You do this until you run out of flowers. If you have extra things like twigs or leaves or green things, add them into the holes. You know, like this. Wait, you cannot see it. Well, just know I added them into the spaces like so. Keep doing this until you run out of green things or you run out of room. If you run out of room, that is on you for buying too small of a vase. What a waste of money. Now, the flowers are in there and they should look good. No random flowers standing straight out at an angle, or too many similar flowers next to each other. That is weird and not attractive. If you need to adjust, just start over. But do so after this lesson because I do not know you are starting over and you will miss the end. Because this is a radio show. To finish your flower arrangement, you will take your doily and place it where you want the vase to go. If you do not have a doily, reflect on your choices as to why you live a life where you do not have a doily available. I expect one from you next time. As you can see, I have placed mine by the window. Wait, again, you cannot see. Well, just know I placed my doily by the window. Then you take the vase of flowers and place them with the largest and brightest flower facing out. Out could be the window or towards the room. I don't know, just don't turn it away from you. What a waste of my time if you do that. However, I will not know since this is our radio show. With your flower arrangement in place, you can now enjoy the bounty of your work. Hopefully it was hard work because beauty should not come easy. Thank you for listening. This has been Hildegard Velter for Jacques Kennedy, and you've attended my floral arranging class here on KJVR Jollyville Radio.
Thanks for listening. Jollyville Radio Season 5 is coming soon.